Hey y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday morning. So let me drop this on y'all. So I had a really great conversation with very close friends, and we were generally talking about how as you become more and more successful, it gets more and more lonely. And that's no offense to anybody involved, but there will be folks that you love, they love you, yet it can get exhausting to explain why you're going, where you're going, what's the rationale, the whole mindset behind what you want to do. It gets exhausting trying to explain that to people that may not be ready for that yet. And there's no judgment on not being ready, or they just may not want that for their lives, and that's fine too. So you end up having to leave them behind in small ways. That doesn't mean you don't love them or care about them, but you have to leave them behind in small ways. Same thing happens in DEI. If you are a DEI leader, and if you want your organization to be a DEI leader, best practices, best practices will get slimmer and slimmer and slimmer because there are only a few people in your lane doing what you do, doing what you aspire to do as a fully inclusive organization. And so you're going to find yourself being a little lonely when it comes to this until you find a small group of folks who are interested and committed to DEI work. Now, here's what's really interesting about this whole process, okay? I remember when I used to write with an academic tone, when I would even pull together reports, when I would do equity audits, and oftentimes people would ask the question, okay, what are the findings from your audit? And then what are the best practices for what we should do, right? And there will be some models of things that you can do that have worked for other people that are aspiring to do what you want to do when it comes to DEI. But instead of just having best practices, I also added a category of opportunities for leadership, meaning you're a pioneer. You're the first person to do this thing. And therefore, you have this gap of opportunity where you get the opportunity to lead. And oftentimes it will work. But even if it doesn't work, it's often kind of like Einstein. I've proven that this is one method of many that doesn't work. So when I revisit this, I revisit with experience, right? So be aware that it's not just having this cadre around you that understands. They won't. It's not just looking at best practices because there may not be any, but you have to insert yourself into these opportunities for leadership. And I remember one of my mentors, that was my supervisor a few years ago. I won't tell you how long. I won't age myself. She used to say, it's okay to lead. It's okay to be first.